Good day everyone, today we're looking at behind the scenes from a music video we shot for Divot called Fake Love. In this breakdown of the music video we'll be looking at our rigging for the light and we'll be giving a little bit of information about the photo shoot we did after the video shoot.
You don't see us, but we see you.
So for this music video, we kept it very simple. We used one light, one location, we shot different angles, and that's it. I had initially planned to rig the light using C-stands, but since I wanted to use wide angle lens and get some wide shots, we opted to find a way to rig the light using the location itself. Thankfully there was these beam support things that we were able to fix the light using a C-clamp and a BB pin. Once the light was rigged, we diffused the light using some diffusion material that comes with a 5-in-1 diffusion panel. The whole music video was shot leveled, so I mean no tilt up or down. That kept the lines in the video from converging. We use mainly static shots on tripods. Not much movement going on here. The pace of the song is quite slow, so keeping the camera static seemed like the natural choice. We still did use a little bit of motion. We rigged the camera on a Kessler Cinestil rigged with a second shooter motor drive to add a little bit of motion. The camera was at close proximity to the fence and the subject, so with the tracking, the sliding shots, this created a parallax effect which enhances the sliding motion. We kept these shots at a bare minimum since, as mentioned, the pace of the music video is very slow. I didn't want to go too crazy with flashy camera moves. We shot the video on a Canon C300 mkii. This video was shot at an ISO of 1250, which allowed us to use an aperture of around f4, and of course our shutter speed was 1/40th. We were shooting 24 frames a second. I believe my white balance was around 3900. I probably could have went a little lower, around 3200, but in any case, in post I ended up cooling the temperature a little bit. We initially planned to do different location within this area, but once we fixed the light, we really liked how the light was looking, so we decided to stick with this one location here. After the music video portion of the shoot, we shot a roll of Cinestill 800T. Cinestil is a motion picture film repackaged to be able to be processed in standard color processing development chemicals. I metered the film at 650 ISO. I was very happy with how the negatives came. They were nice and thick. I was initially going to use a strobe with some gels, some CTO gel, but since we were using a tungsten light fixture, it seemed natural to use that light to light the subject. Also, by the way, if you guys want to see these pictures in full resolution or also see the final product of the video, please have a look at my website in the description below, where all the pictures and the video will be attached with a written article. The tungsten light that we were using gave me an aperture of around f2 and a shutter speed of a 60th of a second. I wish I would have had a little more speed to work with. Some of the frames were a little blurry. A little faster of a shutter speed would have helped to be able to freeze the motion, but I'm still pretty satisfied how the pictures came out at the settings that I was using. Prior to the shoot, I did a lot of research online, on forums, on the Cinestil Facebook page, trying to find a lot of as much information as possible as to what to rate the film to yield the best results. I didn't really find any answers that really put my heart to rest. So I just went along with the normal way of usually shooting color film, so trying to expose it quarter to a half a stop brighter. Since our film is tungsten balanced, it rendered the light fixture we were using to somewhat of a natural tone. It's still pretty yellowish orange, but pushing it in post brought it back to a normal place, and also rendering the ambient light a little more bluish, which makes this blue-orange color contrast color scheme, which is very popular in music videos, movies. The top light is a very contrasty look. I could have used the reflector to bring a little more detail in the eye sockets of my subject here, but I kind of like this gritty, darker look.
Sit back and analyze. You don't see us, but we see you.
We shot 2/3 of this roll on location, and then we decided to go up in the apartment where we shot in the elevator and the staircase using the available fluorescent lights. I must say the fluorescent lights, although being a little cooler, I was very happy with how the look using the fluorescent lights turned out. I would definitely consider in the future using fluorescent lights for a whole shoot. In the staircase, we shot on a 35mm at f2. I had a little bit of trouble getting focus in this location. Doing the portraits, I switched to a 50mm 1.4 to be able to yield enough light for the exposure. Since I was shooting at 1.4, the focus, the depth of field was very shallow, so having this subject eyes be parallel with the film plane was very important, so that both eyes would be in focus. But as you can see, one of the eye is slightly out of focus, probably from his head being a little tilted or skewed out of perspective. So there you have it. That was our video photo shoot. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like this new format? I thought it would be a great idea to narrate the video, mainly because a lot of videos that I enjoy watching myself are ones that provide a lot of useful information that I can then use myself when I'm on a set or on a shoot. So since I don't like talking to the camera, I thought narrating after everything is done, shot and done, would probably be the best option for me. Yeah, so hopefully it wasn't too painful to listen to me mumbling about during this video. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. Bye.